Hello, welcome back to my podcast. This is I Found This Humorous, the podcast that I named after looking at my shirt. Not this one. This is Anakin about to go kill some children. Not that shirt. Alrighty, good morning, everybody. You can tell it's morning because I still have the fucking morning voice. Actually, it's not even like, I woke up like over an hour ago. I just haven't talked since then, so you guys are the first living creatures to hear my voice. That's not true. I think I might have said like 3 words to my dogs. How are we feeling on this Monday? By the time you see this, it'll be Monday afternoon. How's school? How's work? What are y'all doing? How are the unemployed activities? No judgment there. Some could argue I'm unemployed. So, let's get into the meat and potatoes. Yeah, I don't know why I just called it that. Actually, and also before we get into the meat and potatoes, fucking dude, my brain was not on this morning. I woke up at like 7:30, which is usual time for me, and then I don't know, this morning was just weird. Like Fives, one of my dogs, was being really impatient with me for like being let outside because it's like one of the first things I do in the morning. But he was not waiting for me to get out of bed. I woke up, I went to the bathroom, and I came back to lay in bed for another few minutes like I usually do, and the dogs followed me in, and Fives just started to fucking pee on the floor. And I was like, hello? What the fuck? So that was a debacle. Took all the dogs out. No issues there. Peed and pooped, each one of them. And then I go to make coffee, and fucking the brain is not on because I put my cup under the machine and I press the button, I do the thing, and then I go like check on it and I'm like, why does it look so watery? What the fuck? And then I look on the counter next to the coffee creamer and I didn't even put the fucking espresso pod in the machine. It was just running through the old one. So gross. So I had to pour that out, and then I put the actual pot in, and I hit the button on the machine, and only like a few drops of the coffee comes out, and I'm like, all right, what the fuck now? I forgot to refill the water compartment. So 3 attempts later, we finally have my cup of coffee. We have that. And we're finally here to talk about Euphoria, Season 2, Episode 7. I'm putting it in the title so nobody fucking yells at me for spoiling it. This is another and your last opportunity to leave or skip around in the video if you don't want spoilers. But if you didn't want spoilers, I don't know why you would click on this. So I think we need to start by just like taking a second and just gaggling, just laughing a little bit at those fucking lame ass losers that were talking shit on Lexi's play before we even saw it. Because they're being really quiet right now. That's really interesting how they have not made a peep. How those fucking bitches on Twitter being like, I'm so sorry, I just don't care about Lexi's play. As if it was not clearly set up to be a very pivotal moment of the fucking season. Don't you feel silly? Don't you feel dumb? That episode was sorry. That episode was so good though. Oh wow. I knew going into it, I made a prediction on my Instagram story. I said that it would be the Season 2 equivalent of the Carnival episode, which is, I think, Season 1, Episode 4. And I had some people disagreeing with me. I had one person being, I feel bad calling them out because I also talked about it on Twitter. I don't, hate this person or anything. I just like talking about Euphoria and the conversation around it because some of you are very dumb. Not this person in particular, again. God, maybe I shouldn't even, I don't want to bring them up again now. I will, though. Anyway, they said something along, I can't find it. Here it is. Something along the lines of, like, oh, Like, it's not going to be the carnival episode, because the carnival episode was in the middle of the season, and also this season has been very boring. I don't think the placement really matters, because it was about, like, the event. It was about, like, the spectacle, you know? And I was, of course, proven right. After people disagreed with me on that Instagram story, after the episode aired, I had people coming back and being like, oh my god, you were right. Imagine that. Imagine me being right about things. That is crazy. What I will say, I am very scared for the next episode, because I don't know if I want to give away what the leak is, but if you're unaware, there was a big leak of a lot of details about this season from some, like, anonymous source that had been, I would assume, at, like, a viewing party, or they had access to it, like, yeah, for sure. Like, they were a reviewer, because, you know, critics and shit, they get to watch things early, so they can, you know, have reviews for the movie or the show by the time it comes out, right? So, there were a bunch of leaks before the season even started. And some of them have been pretty fucking spot on, which makes me scared, because the leak about Fez is not good. It's not good. Let me see if I can find the leaks. I don't know if I'll read them out, because, like, I don't know if I want to be a dick. I just want to see if I can find them. Oh my god, this person says... Oh my god. Sorry, this is on the EUPHORIA Reddit. It's not the leak, but someone said, under no circumstances, go read the leaks. Episode 5 was 90% perfect. The other 10 was just not mentioned. I regret doing it because I missed being hyped, which everyone appears to be. Don't do it. I hope whatever I read for preliminary 7 and 8 is wrong. Don't do it. Somebody hates Sam Levinson for that to go viral. Yeah, everyone is saying, oh god, here's the leak. Here's the leak to the link. Wait, the link to the leaks. Shit. Okay, yeah, so they don't know. The people that, like, oh my god, the voice is really fucked up today. Give me a sec to cough. So the people that were given early access to EUPHORIA were not given the, like, final episode, but what they say about, oh my god, bitch, fuck off. What they say about episode 7 is pretty correct. Hold on. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, this is really great. I am frightened. Let's be honest. I am frightened. Yeah. Oh my god, that is crazy how, like, looking at these now that we've seen, like, the, 7 of the 8 episodes, it's crazy how much of this was correct. Because I didn't actually see these straight up leaks. I saw somebody that gave a recap of them, just being like, oh, they said this, this, and this. And those were accurate. But reading, like, the actual leak here, damn. Like, oh, that's, you know. Okay, sorry, I can't read anymore. I can't do this. Let me take the last sip of my coffee and then we'll talk more about episode 7. Okay. Ew, it was kind of cold. So, fucking a lot of people have said this season, like, a lot of people have disliked this season for various reasons, which pisses me off. If you have not gathered, I'm a Euphoria fan fucking through and through. It is one of my favorite shows, I will say. I just think it's very good. I don't know, suck my fucking boob. Like, but a lot of people have not liked this season because it's not, you know, as flashy or as chaotic as the first season. But honestly, I think it is just less flashy. It's very much, maybe it's not as chaotic pacing-wise. It is slower, but it is arguably better at some points. I will say, obviously, Sam's fucking writing is, you know, Sam is Sam, and he's gonna, you know, mess up characters. That's what he does. But I would say that it's less chaotic pacing-wise, but more interesting, the storylines we've been given, and it's just as, if not more, messy. So, I don't know what the fuck y'all are on with that shit, but I think this episode was, the fuck is on my bed? I don't know what's on my bed. There's a weird stain. This episode was, I will say, it's in the running for the best episode of the entire show. For me personally, I think the Jules special episode is top 2. I think Carnival and Jules' episode were top 2. And so I'm having trouble placing this one because I think I'm gonna need to rewatch the Carnival episode. I think, honestly, I might say something controversial and bump Carnival episode down to 4th best episode of the season. And then Jules' episode, 3rd best. Season 2, episode 5, 2nd best. Season 2, episode 7, best. And if you disagree, I don't know, be nice about it, I guess. It's also, you know, my opinion. Some of those shots were fucking, like, scary. There was some elements of horror in that fucking episode. The end with Cassie at the door, her eyes were so scary, like, and then, the scene, oh my god, that whole fucking Meet the Johnsons, if it was directed by Jordan Peele fucking scene, where it's, Nate, and he's staring at Maddie, and she's, like, in the darkness, there's just a little bit of light on her, and she's looking back at him. I don't know what it is, but that, like, those frames were, like, eerie. I know that was their point, but they were fucking scary. And then how it switches to Jules, and then it switches to Cal, but then it's Nate instead of Jules with Cal, which was scary. I think out loud, I was like, what the fuck? Because that whole, I'm sitting here in bed with my dogs, blankets pulled up to my chin like a little kid, just fucking, I'm either laughing my ass off at the play, or I'm like, like, this is scary. Also, Ethan, I'm very glad that out of Ethan and Kat, at least one of them got screen time. You know, at least one of them got some words in. Even if Ethan wasn't playing Ethan. He was, but he was, like, playing multiple other characters. But, like, the Kat and Ethan thing is just a mess, and I completely understand, like, Barbie, is it Ferreira, I don't know, I'm very sorry, Barbie, who plays Kat, I can definitely understand her qualms with Sam and the writing of her character, and I feel like I can almost see both sides of it, where it's like, holy shit, brain fart, what the fuck? I can see the argument of Sam needs to be more professional and not change the writing of the show just because he's beefing with an actor. And I can also kind of see the people that are like, okay, well, Barbie's an actor, like, she should just do her job. And I'm like, I don't know, I'm mixed on that. I'm more on the disagreeing end of that, because it's like, yeah, it's her job, but also, like, just because she's, like, being paid doesn't mean that she can be, I don't want to say, like, mistreated, but she should be allowed to express when she doesn't like something or when she's uncomfortable with something, especially if it's her character, you know? And with all the stuff that we've seen come out with so many actors being like, hey, Sam, what if we didn't do that? I don't think I need to be naked here. You know, like, with all of the actors, not all of them, but with all of the actors that we've seen come out and be like, yeah, Sam's writing is at points uncomfortable for me as an actor, I feel like Barbie shouldn't be punished for, like, disagreeing with Sam's choices with her character, you know? Maybe that could get into, like, the deeper conversation of, like, I've only ever seen that argument with Barbie, the plus-sized actress, how interesting. But, I mean, I don't really want to go off on a tangent, loose cannon, I'm not sure what the phrase is. I don't really want to get into, like, a deep commentary on that, because this is just, like, loose conversation, and I would not want to misspeak. I don't do commentary unless I have pre-prepared it, so, yeah. Oh, I will say, seeing Rue's reactions to the play was good. I was, like, a little bit nervous at how she would react to Lexi talking about Rue's father, but she seems clean, which is good, and she was smiling and shit. She was clapping at the Nate scene, which, I mean, everyone was, as they should. But seeing her reaction was very heartwarming. I think that was one of the few heartwarming parts of that episode. There was not a lot of, I mean, other than, like, comedy, there wasn't a lot of positive emotion in that episode. There was fucking fear for Fez, like, that whole tension in Fez's house right now. Good God. The creepy shit with Nate, the crazy shit with Cassie, and then obviously cutting to the parts of the play that are based on real life, you know, the drug addiction, the dad, the abuse. I will say I did tear up at the interaction between Maddie and Cassie, how they showed us what happened after Cassie ran up the stairs and locked herself in the bathroom. Maddie's whole thing, I don't know if it's long enough to call it a monologue, but her being like, after, you know, all the shit that Nate put me through, and now he's fucking my best friend, and she's, like, crying. Dude, that was tough. That was really fucking sad. Cassie sucks. And I was a Cassie Hive member. At the start of the season, I was Cassie Hive. And you know what? It was part of the leaks that Cassie would go fucking Google Gaga in love with Nate. And that's why at the start, I was like, these can't be real. This can't be true. How could she do this? And then the trailer came out of them in the truck together. And I honestly believed the theory that that was a red herring. Because it didn't show, like, it wasn't one solid frame of Nate and Cassie on the screen at the same time. And so people were like, no, these are two separate interactions. Nate is in a car with someone, Cassie is in a car with someone separately. This is not happening. This is not happening. But it happened. Oh God, it happened. Fucking Cassie, dude. It's disappointing. And I was one of the people for a long time where I was like, you know, she's going through shit. She just got an abortion. She just, you know, her relationship with McKay. I was having sympathy, right? But you can't have sympathy for that, for doing that to your best friend. You can't really do that, you know? Especially, God, with that play where it revealed, like, how long Cassie and Maddie had been friends and, like, how Maddie had been staying with them for a while. For Cassie to then go do that. I mean, even, like, you don't even need to use the play as an example. Like, you can just use what we've seen. What fucking Cassie knows about Maddie and Nate's relationship. The fact that, like, he fucking choked her and got expelled from school for abuse. And Cassie was like, but he's hot and nice to me. it's sad. It's tragic. Just like how weak she is, which sucks. But it's like, and I don't want to say that I get it, because I could never get it to her extent, but I can almost relate in the sense of like wanting love that bad. But I also am like, I don't know if Cassie wants love or if she wants the attention and validation. I think that Cassie craves what she thinks is love. But I don't think she's ever actually felt romantic love. She's felt like familial love, I think, but I don't think she's ever felt romantic love. So she just craves what she thinks that is. If that makes sense. Which I can relate to, but not justify what she's doing, and I cannot relate to the extent that, like, she goes. Like, fucking dude, okay. The scene where it is Nate and Cassie, and he's, like, dressing her, and she's going on this spiel of, like, I want you to dictate what I wear, what I eat, who I talk to. That whole thing, when it started, I was like, oh, this is just one of Nate's, like, this is not real. This is, like, a Nate fantasy going on in his head. And then it kept going, and then I was like, oh, I think this is real. Oh, wow. Please, Cassie, get up off the fucking floor. Get up. Have some self-respect. Fuck it, her mom. I didn't say you didn't have any self-respect, Cassie. You didn't have to. I can fucking feel it. Well, bae, if you think that people think you don't have self-respect, I wonder why, and also maybe fix it. Like, I don't, you know? I support women's rights, and I support women's wrongs, but, like, not like that. Why is David Tennant trending in actors? Oh, it's his birthday. Oh my god, happy birthday, King. That's funny, I was just talking about David Tennant yesterday because I'm watching Jessica Jones right now. And his, I'm only like halfway through season 2. I need to fucking get through it before it gets taken off of Netflix. I need to watch that and The Defenders and I'll be good. And Luke Cage if I can squeeze it in. Fuck was I going with that? Oh, yeah, dude. Okay, so don't spoil it because I don't know if he comes back. If it's like plot twist and David Tennant's character is not actually dead. But his performance in Jessica Jones season 1, holy shit, was so good. He was great. Loved it. So, yeah, that's it. Now, what the hell is this? I can't tell if these are David Tennant fan pages or if David Tennant is doing one of those things. You know how, like, YouTubers will be like, text my number, this is my real phone number. But it's, like, obviously not. But, like, the first 3 posts in the David Tennant trending thing are, like, texts from David. And I'm like, now what's going on? What's happening? I don't know. Fucking weird. Anyway. I think that was enough of my Euphoria rambles. Oh, last fucking thing. If Faye does not tell Fez anything, oh, that's gonna piss me the fuck off. Faye? Fuck your boy. Don't fuck your boyfriend. Like, fuck off your boyfriend. Get rid of him. Okay? He's lame and a loser, and he's trying to kill Fez. Or he's trying to get Fez in trouble. Because he's a fucking little weasel. What a Weasley little liar, dude. Yeah, if Faye doesn't say something, I'm going to be very upset. Also, speaking of Faye, going back to the conversation of... They're not cookies. Sorry, I got a notification on my phone. Going back to the conversation from season 2, episode 5, I saw a lot of people think that Faye was one of Lori's, like, ex, like, sex trafficked victim? Prostitute? Sex? Like, I don't know the proper term for it. Being, like, pimped out, you know? A lot of people were, like, having that theory, and I just don't really get it. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know why she would be trusted to be, like, free like that. And also, I did see the theory of, like, she was one of Lori's birds. That's what people are calling it, one of Lori's birds. But her boyfriend got her out of that situation. And I'm like, now how would that work? Do you think Lori is the type of person to leave, like, loose ends, loose strings? I don't know. I don't, like, it wouldn't, if that were to be true, I wouldn't be like, holy shit, my fucking world is rocked. I never would have saw that coming. But I also, like, at this point in time, I just don't really see it. I don't know. Lori is totally a fucking creep sex trafficker, though. That I will not fucking argue with. That woman is so terrifying. And Rue, oh my god, is in trouble. Hold on. I'm going to check the leaks. I'm not going to share, obviously. I just want to see if it says, if there's a resolution in this season about Rue's thing. Hold on. Where is it? But also, I guess we're not going to find out because the people that saw, like, the first bit of the show, like, they didn't see episode 8, so I'm assuming that storyline would have to carry over because there's no fucking way we had that horror movie of episode 5 where and, you know, like, doing that whole thing on Lori, like, introducing her as a character. There's no way that they did all that just for that storyline to not continue unless Sam's writing has truly just gone to fucking absolute dog shit. But he usually doesn't mess up Rue's character and, like, storylines too much. He's not perfect at all. But she's one of the characters, at least in terms of, like, drug addiction. I've seen a lot of, there's this girl on TikTok that does Euphoria recaps, and she's a black woman, and she talks about them through, like, the lens of a black woman, and talks about, like, the things that Sam could do better on, or that, like, he doesn't consider as a white man. Very interesting conversation. So I don't want to say that, like, Rue is a character that Sam gets right all of the time, because, like, he doesn't really get the experiences of a black woman, obviously, but he gets the experience of a drug addict as a former drug addict, and he usually gets that shit right. I have so much mucus up in my face. It's, like, crazy. More on that at 7. Yeah, it doesn't say what happens. But everything it does say, in her section, in, like, the Rue section of the leaks, is correct. So, I don't know. There you go. No, I don't know what the fuck has been happening with my, I don't think it's the maybe it is the respiratory system, but whatever the mucus travels around in, bro, in, like, your throat and shit, I have been so mucusy the past, like, 2 weeks, because I had a really bad throat ache. I don't know if that's the right word for it, but, like, 2 or 3 weeks ago at this point, my fucking throat was, like, it didn't hurt to talk, but it hurt to swallow. My voice was, like, even more fucked than it usually is. And ever since then, I've just had, like, it's like, there's always, like, a little bit of mucus stuck at the back of my throat. And I'm not going to make, like, the gross sound, but, you know, like, whenever you're trying to, like, clear your throat and you do, like, the whole thing, like, it won't come out. But also, like, I can hear it in my voice and I can feel it in my face. There's a lot of shit up in my nose that needs to come out. And it's very fucking irritating, honestly. like, I can breathe through my nose, but this bitch is blocked. There's a lot of, that's what it is. There's, like, blockage all in my, like, face and throat right now. And it's really annoying because it makes me not want to speak because I don't sound like myself. I don't think I do. And so I'm like, well, I don't want to talk. But, you know, talking to cameras is my job. So that's a little problematic. What to do today? I think I have a few options for what to do today. I could either, because I'm posting this today just because it's a podcast, I usually record, edit, and post those within the same day, because excuse me, I'm so sorry I burped. I'm sorry. People don't like when I burp. I couldn't help it. It came out too fast to stop. The podcasts have very minimal editing, if edits need to be made at all, so that's something I can just, like, do in one day. But after that, I'm thinking of, like, what to do today, because this is the first day where I'm not working on the Kanye video. That video took days. Just writing it took days. But I'm free from those shackles now, so I'm like, what do I do? And I do have, I have 2 ideas for second channel videos that I could knock out pretty fast, but I'm also like, do I want to do that? Do I want to work on a video for the main channel that I do actually need to work on, because it's got a sponsorship attached to it? But I'm also like, I want to take a break. I've been working so much the past, like, 2 weeks, just because I've been like, bro, I've been trying so hard to, like, get ahead, and I'm still just on top of things. I'm like, at most, I've been, like, 2 days ahead of schedule. I'm really trying to get to the point where I'm, like, 2 weeks ahead of schedule, to where if I disappear for a few weeks, but I have enough videos filmed, edited, and uploaded just, like, privately to my channel, to where those keep coming out when I'm not working, so people don't even know that I'm gone. That's my goal. I don't even have specific plans. Like, there's no real reason for me to do that. Just in the instance of, like, I have, you know, a creative block, if I get sick, if I travel, because I do have a traveling thing, but it's not like I haven't scheduled that. Or if I get a nose job, which I've really been thinking about. I've really fucking been thinking about recently. So I don't know, but I've been working so much to get ahead, and I'm still just afloat, still just kind of on top of things. I'm not rushing, really. But I want to take a break, because I've been working so much. And I think, honestly, what I am going to do today is not do YouTube work, but I do need to clean my house. My house is a fucking wreck, because I've been neglecting it for 2 weeks so I can work on YouTube shit. So I think that's what I'm going to do after I get the pod ready to upload, is clean. And also feed my dogs breakfast. Kind of need to do that. And also eat some, either a banana or oatmeal or some shit. Yeah, I think today might just be a relaxed cleaning day, because I really, really need to. It's gotten to the point where it's, like, bothering me how dirty my fucking apartment is. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And I think I'm going to do that now, because my battery sign is blinking at me, which is the signal that I need to stop talking before my camera dies. So that was this episode of the pod. Shorter than usual. Sorry, but damn, it's also been like a month since I filmed one of these. I'm so sorry. I'll try to be more consistent. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you either, you know, second channel video, main channel video, or just for the next podcast. I will see you soon. Thank you so much. Like and comment and subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. Or just, I don't know, like it on Spotify? Fuck if I know. Alright. Boy. Goodbye, mate. What the fuck? What am I doing? Okay, I'm ending it now. Goodbye.